Tony Blair and John Major's absurd double act to thwart Brexit was torn to shreds by political commentator Ross Clarke in a throwback column. At 11 p.m. on January 31, Britain left the EU, putting an end to almost half a century of Eurosceptic frustration. The journey there was not an easy one, though, as Brexit Day was preceded by a debilitating political period that bitterly divided the nation. The time since the Leave vote in June 2016 involved unprecedented levels of parliamentary rancor, public anger and mistrust. Many parliamentarians and politicians tried to ignore the democratic will of the people. Two of them were former prime ministers. John Major and Tony Blair put their party allegiances aside to condemn Brexit and tried to stop Britain's withdrawal from the bloc more than once. In a 2018 column for the Daily Express, political commentator Ross Clarke hit out at their absurd double act, analysing both political figures and their relationships with the EU. He wrote, "John Major's central case seemed to be that the Brexit vote was not a valid reflection of the will of the people because only 37% of those who were registered to vote in the referendum voted Leave, while 63% either voted Remain or did not vote at all. Trying to claim all non-voters as being on one side of the argument, yours, is pathetic. Funny enough, I don't recall Major making the same argument after the 1992 general election when only 32.7% of the registered electorate backed him and his party. Far from it, he insisted on staying in Downing Street until long after it became clear he had lost even the support of those who had voted for him." Mr. Clarke also reminded readers that Sir John had once posed as a Eurosceptic, criticising the EU for its blundering bureaucracy. He then asked, surely then he would have had something to say about the incessantly negative and obstructive way in which the EU's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier has gone about his task. But no, Major didn't say a word about this.